Hello everybody and welcome back. So, I hope your week's going well so far. But I don't think it's going well for some other people, and I don't mean in terms of the things that are going on, you know, the catastrophes going on in this world. And condolences and prayers to them here. I'm talking about more so the one that you kind of irritate. Who's the haters? The haters is what I'm talking about. Who are they? Why would they ever hate on you? Delicious hate, right? Nah, for them it might be delicious, but to be honest, it's not very tasteful. It's very distasteful. So let's make sure that this video is not distasteful by you please subscribing and even subscribing to my Patreon. But let's not just do that to make it distasteful. We need to clear the energies, right? Get rid of this negative energy. Just inhale. Exhale. Alright, did you pick your pile? We're gonna go on to pile number 1 right now. Pile number 1, how are you? So, who is hating on you? It's not a good feeling to be hated. And it's not always a good thing to hate, but it's a defense mechanism, so I get it. So, but let's just see here. Let's clear the energies here and... Seven of Wands, frustrations. You are able to overcome your frustrations. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Professional business. Temperance. Money restrictions. Testing the waters. Eight of Swords, frustrations, feeling bound or gagged. Queen of Swords. Especially cold, hard, demanding authority. Knight of Wands, important letter. Four of Swords, sickness, bed illness, needing time out, rest and relaxation is needed here. So whoever's hating on you here is basically past their heyday, money restrictions. They're frustrated here. You see frustrations, you're overcoming frustrations, and this is it's a money business related. So this is someone who is struggling with their business or struggling with money, and say also like it, and that's it's supported by temperance, money restrictions, testing the waters. So whoever it is, they see that whether or not you're doing financially well, they see that you have that potential to them. You're just starting as they are getting ended. They feel like they're more restricted to what they can do with their money and how, and they don't have the budget, or they may not have the budget as they used to, and they see how they're just being just constricted with themselves, and they see that they felt frustrated. You might have felt frustrated that you also were going through this before, but now it's going. If it isn't going all that well, it is starting to project and go well very, very much for you. Queen of Swords, Knight of Wands, and Four of Swords. So basically, this looks like someone who is, I would say, more so on par with who's just at the end of their road. You know, their lives and someone's life or someone's energy is ending. And I don't mean like their life as in like literally, but their livelihood. They've lived it, they've done it, and now it's just now being put to rest, like as in retirement of some sort, or just calling it a life and just like leaving it, just disappearing from everybody. This possibly could have been a public figure, maybe not, but if they were a public figure, they're basically stepping out and say, you know what, it's just time for me. Now, how does that mean? What is that, again, how does that apply to hating on you? What does that have to do with you? You're starting to remind them of when they were not as restricted. You are now very much a free bird, much more so than they are right now. And you remind them of them when they were younger. And it can be, so they are has-beens. Whoever is hating on you is basically a has-been. You are not a has-been. You're just getting started. You're really much just you're an up-and-coming star, and someone is just very much like bitter towards you because of that. They're used to being praised. Now they see you being praised. However, I'm sorry, defenselessness, running past wrongs, uprooting. Okay. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Whale and orca elders, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. Perspective, none of this matters, zoom out, common ground. Messenger, Cirrus energy, bringing harmony and balance. 7-star sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life, expression. lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. This is someone who might have done you dirty and is very sorry that they did. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. Are their apologies legitimate and genuine? Then genuine or no? They may not be. So that's why. So whoever's hating on you does feel like they've done you wrong, and but they don't want to acknowledge that. If anything, this is a big thing that some very narcissistic people do. Because I'm seeing that this is someone who is an extreme narcissist and cannot look at themselves. They try to have you feel what towards them, what they feel towards you. So if they ultimately feel ashamed, or at an aspect where they're scared to feel ashamed, what do? They try to shame you in return. They try to make you apologize as if you did it wrong. Basically, gaslighting. So this person who's hating on you is just sees that you're really out and about and active. You have a very youthful energy, and they cannot. So this is it's jealousy based. And fear that their life is coming to an end. Not just their livelihood, but their life, because this person may not be as active as they used to. And it's not. And I'm not trying to be ableist or ageist, not at all. Just like there just come times in life where it doesn't even need to be that age, where just like health hits us and it just prevents us from doing what we used to do, or we're just at a stage in life where we just cannot be those things anymore. So it wouldn't shock me if this is someone who is very, very much trying to recapture the magic of what they once had. Because back then, they were pretty powerful. They did have a lot of strength and structure. They had a lot of confirmation and affirmation, but from others. It wouldn't shock me if this person was someone in the public eye, or associated with someone in the public eye, or maybe they weren't. They just had a very steady family and rich, but was also kind of like neglected at the same time. So, and that's the thing. I think they're seeing. We can also see how they're realizing that you are getting the attention, and they may have had the attention when they went, at times before, but the tides are changing and into to your favor, and they just don't like that. Well, that's pretty petty of them. Trust in the plan. Wisdom of the Divine Feminine. Past life activation. Merkaba's spiritual protection. Hold your center. Second ray of wisdom. Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ. This, this might be this person, whoever's hating on you, this might have been a karmic relationship of some sort, even if you may or may not have actually encountered this person physically. It could have happened over social media. It could have been in real physically. To be honest, I'm just saying that in case it's not, in case if it wasn't, it just whatever it was, they just feel like you're basically living what they used to be. Again, past life activation. They see a lot of them in you, and this is a whole energy transition. It's something that they can't control, and I don't mean like in terms of their emotions, but I'm talking about metaphysically. They can't control it, because the thing is that you need to know that you're protected from these things. And also, all this energy, if you've been getting all this hateful energy from them for a while, fingers crossed that it shows that, or not that it shows, but more likely than not is that you've gained a lot of wisdom from this. You held your center. You might have felt. You might have caved into their energies by saying, "Oh, maybe I'm not what I think I am. I may not be. This may not be for me." And then you may have felt discouraged. But whoever it is, it really helped you hold your center and gain a lot of wisdom and a lot of I should say compassion and empathy. Hence cosmic heart, cosmic Christ. Just because this person was hating on you, here's another thing though. That's one way to see it. But another way to see it is that this is someone who believes that they are wise and just kind of holy. Someone who has a huge ego and has put themselves up on a pedestal, almost on a godlike complex. So whoever this is might have been very, very condescending towards you because they have this holier-than-thou aura, or just vibe to their aura. It's very condescending. It's very narcissistic, and very standoffish. This person, I mean, they're hating on you because of that, because just they see that you're very wise. They see that you have a lot of wisdom, possibly even more than they do, and they're threatened by that. So basically, they stick their chest out and say, basically, they promote themselves to be what you are, but they don't necessarily practice what they preach, even though they preach a lot of wisdom and a lot of kindness and a lot of just like very, a lot of pure purity and wisdom. If that's the, but the thing is that they don't walk the walk all the time, which is disappointing. Self-worth. Sacred journey. Free spirit. Communication. Limitless. Gratitude. Choices. Whoever this is very much testing your self-worth. They do see that, so whoever is hating on you, that's what they're doing for the most part. They're testing your self-worth. They're making sure that you don't know your worth, because they ultimately see how worthy you are. They see that you're on a sacred journey and that you're a free spirit. And if you knew your self-worth and you ignited your free spirit, guess what? You'd go above and beyond them, and that's what they're scared of. Or you might have already done that, and that's what they're just doing. They're just trying to doubt you, or not doubt you, but have you doubt yourself and say, is this for real? Are you legitimately this? Are you truly on a sacred journey? They're trying to rattle your cage by making you second guess. Because initially you might have been very sure that something is your calling, that something is what you're meant to do and what you're meant to be, and that you're on the sacred journey, and that you are freeing your spirit, and they're kind of they might come across as very condescending and just as like, are you sure you want to free your spirit? You know, this is blah 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 blah. And this is someone so who's hating on you? I mean, like, whoever this resembles, it's an old has-been poser. Maybe not old, but it's an has-been poser, or just somebody who just might have been popular at a certain amount of time and is just trying to recapture the magic, and just really doesn't like to be seen as overtaken. They don't want to be overtaken by anybody, because they feel like their self-worth is lowering. They feel like you're taking it away from them. Well, they could either choose to hate and be condescending and actually lose their value towards you, hence choices, or they can choose to basically be gratuitous and help you out. A lot of people, this is someone with a high ego. This is someone who has a lot of insecurities, who is a good preacher and who communicates well, but doesn't communicate well when it comes to certain topics. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that that's going on here, but I hope you enjoyed that reading pile number 1. We're going to go on to pile number 2 now. Pile number 2. How are you? So, awful feeling, huh? To be hated? Well, not so. If you have the right mindset, it can actually be kind of hilarious and entertaining. I know I have haters out there, and they hate me for like the most vapid reason ever. But anyways, I don't want to talk about me. This is about you. So, who's hating on you? Let's get rid of those negative energies in. Ace of Swords, definitely someone who is frustrated by you. Well, Four of Pentacles, money improvements. Young woman, alright, Page of Cups, basic good. Basic good news. The Magician, element of surprise. Improvements underway, feeling smug or pleased. Nine of Cups. Seven of Swords, plans, hopes, wish card, highest minor arcana. Page of Wands, travel overland. This is somebody who is, so who's hating on you? Someone who's hating on you is like, whoever's hating on you is going through a lot of money struggles, to be honest. And it may have been not so much of their own, but again, this might be someone, I shouldn't say again, but this is somebody who is very, very frustrated because they are going through a lot of money struggles. And not just they're going through a lot of money struggles, but we see how this also ends. Like, all of these, you see how just like the plans and hopes, wish card, these people are just trying to recapture something. But not recapture something, but Seven of Swords, we can see that all of this is just gone, and they're just I wouldn't say they're just trying to recapture the magic, but I would say that this is somebody who had plenty of great talents or not had, or has, or it could be had. This could be a has-been. They have great talents, and then they were just trying to improve these talents or build upon these talents, or build upon, if they were somebody that if they were somebody, build upon their old brand or their name. But the thing is that all of their significance is just totally gone, hence the Seven of Swords. And this is someone who's just basically, whether they were big or they were small, they're reinventing themselves here. So they actually see that you are very much, I wouldn't say very much prosperous, but they see how much of a magician you are. and or that's actually how they might see you as. They might see you as a magician of like, how are you making so much great money? Or even if you're not making great money, if you're even struggling with money, and how do you keep getting how are the things growing for you as things are collapsing for me? Well, here's the thing. You did a lot of soul searching, and you not just did a lot of soul searching, but you also might have come across others who helped you out and redirect, or maybe not redirect, but help enhance certain aspects of your life. And you're going above and beyond, and now you're actually developing into something. And this person is just like stuck in what they used to do, and have a very old way of thinking, and a lot of that stuff is being taken away. Their old style and their old way of thinking is just, that's just not how it is anymore. And so they're basically, this is someone who is in need, or whether they know it or not, it's someone who needs some form of redirection, or maybe possibly even rediscovery of themselves. Someone who has to do a lot of soul searching, someone who has to do a lot of work on themselves. And not a lot of people want to do that. They just want to stick to what they know, and whether or not it goes, it takes them far. I'm going to go as far as to say it's not going to take them that far, to be honest. But it could. But the thing is that they're only as good as they allow themselves to be. I know that that in the Dark Knight, the Joker has they're only as good as the world allows them to be. But this person comes from some, if not a lot, of influence, or they have a lot of like structure, or I should say resources. They have enough resources to redirect, to become whatever they want, or to adapt to their environments. The thing is that they don't want to do that, but they see that you want to do that. They see that you're working your magic, and they possibly might want to take that away from you, or interfere with that, or they're just saying, you know, but let's continue here. Jump in, Andromeda energy. Adventurers say yes to change. Wait, it's not time yet. Things are being woven. We the Hathors. Deep love, mother's milk. Birth is a portal. A new earth. It's happening, and keep holding the vision. Star family. You're part of a team of souls calling support. Deep cellular healing. Arcticus energy, physical and emotional healing. Oh, wow. Empathic starseed. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. This, whoever is hating on you, might be like I wouldn't go as far as say as narcissistic, but they every now and then, whenever they feel threatened, they guilt you, or they try to, maybe not guilt you, but try to get you jealous. This is someone who, even though it says Andromedan energy, say yes to change, this person, we can see it this in several ways here. They're either saying yes to change, but they don't know how, or they just don't want to change, and they saw that you've said yes to change. Or here's another thing. You see how they said, say yes to change, and then wait, it's not time yet? This is this is somebody who wants to change. They want someone to, not someone, but they want to be, they want their life to keep enhancing and move forward. But they just feel like they're in stalemate in some capacity. Now, did they do that to themselves? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not gonna point fingers on whose fault it is, but the thing is that this is someone who, even though this is someone who has a lot of soul searching and a lot of healing to do, because they feel very much damaged. Their egos have been damaged by you. They really, really have. So whoever's hating on you is not just doesn't feel just exclusively threatened by you, but it's just they've seen what you're about, and they hate it. Now, if this was a has-been, maybe not. This might be someone who just kind of was this in their head, but you're this in reality. But whatever it is that they see that it's happening for you. Things are happening for you, and things have not happened for them. So this another person who this we can say is that it could be a kind of jealous, because they felt like they had all this going for them, but then it just stopped. But then it didn't stop. Nothing stopped you. No energies stopped you. So they kind of might be hating on you. Whoever is hating on you kind of hates the fact that you were kind of picked to be what they wanted to be. You're becoming what they thought they always were. But I mean, I want to do like a little side rant here. I had a discussion about once, like, do we truly have free will? And I'm gonna say, I mean, yes and no. Are we, like, let me tell you this. I've been on the other side before because of near-death experiences. So I almost passed away for good several times. And I was taught a lot of these things. And they're saying, and one told, and my guardian told me, or someone who was told me that you do not, you don't willfully choose your body. You go to where you're needed the most. So I mean, and that's the case here. So you do have free will when you're down here, but you don't have free will in terms of, we don't choose our bodies, is the thing. We don't choose our fortunes nor our talents, but we do choose how we utilize them. We do choose how we contribute to society, given with what we're given. So it's a yes and no question. There might be some agnostics or some atheists who say, aha, so you don't have free will. I mean, like, holistically, we don't. Realistically, we do. It's just, it's how, just because you have these great talents, or not you specifically, but just because someone is has these great talents and all these other things doesn't mean that they know what to do with it or they're utilizing it properly. And that's the thing. You are utilizing your stuff properly, and they didn't. You know your purpose. You know how to utilize it. They see that you're growing. They have, and again, this may not be a has-been, but this is someone who thought they were something, but they actually weren't, and they are starting to see that you are what they thought they were. And you know what? It's just they're not. It's not just exclusively jealousy. It's just that it's happening in the way that I guess it is jealousy. It's whoever's hating on you just thinks that they are what you are in their head, but they really are not like that. That's not to say that they can't become that, but they are not putting in the effort. They're not putting in the work. They're not even putting in the soul searching, or even the shadow work that they need to do that you possibly have done. So who else? So what else should we know about this who's hating on you? Fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. Spiritual service. Sixth ray of devotion. Earth healing. Eleven. Messages in the numbers. Measures in the numbers. Life path. Ascension. Rainbow Bridge. This is this person does see, and you know, they in their own right have a lot of intellectual knowledge, and as do you, pile number 2. You absolutely do. And this person who's hating on you is in very much dire need of spiritual service. Who knows? They might be hating on you because they need you in some ways, and they don't. But you don't want to deal with them. That too can also be an option. Sixth ray of devotion. You know, whatever it is, this is someone who needs a lot of healing, who needs a lot of soul searching, This is someone who has. It wouldn't shock me if this is someone who has had a lot of traumas and felt a lot of discouragement, and they know deep down inside that they're a nobody. So that they might be, so they surround themselves with somebodies, and they realize that you're a somebody, or like an up and coming somebody, and it's just exactly that. It's like, why can't I be like this? What makes you so special? Why can't I've tried so hard and this, that, blah, 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 blah. Some people don't know their own destiny, and you sort of figured out your destiny and your purpose. They haven't. They're trying to have others look that up for them. I'm not going to go as far as to say that they're spoiled or they're entitled. They might be, but most definitely, I wouldn't say most definitely. I'd take that back. But more likely than not, it's that they're lazy. They're spiritually lazy. They don't want to put in the work. They don't, and they don't want to do any of that kind of stuff. They want to say, oh, I was this, I was that, and or I'm this, I'm that. It's like, okay, what are you doing with it? They're not doing anything with it. I mean, I was, another side thing. I was told that, I was told by my bestie that she knew somebody that had this, went to this sort of thing where it wasn't exactly a spiritual awakening, but it was like a discovery of who and what they were in the past. And it's like, so they figured out who they may or may not have been in a previous lifetime, right? The fact of the matter is that I want to say this, and I asked her, okay, that's grandiose and all, but what are you doing? What are they doing with it? If you're saying I'm this, and then that's it, I was this, for example, if someone were to say, oh, I was a queen, I was very powerful, or I was this powerful being, or I was this, that, or the other, blah, 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 and this, that, or the other. It's like, okay, what are you doing with that now? How are you using your power? How are you using your intellect? How are you using your knowledge? Just because that's how you were back then doesn't mean that that's what you are right now. It doesn't mean that you can be that right now. It's just like, how are you utilizing that? How are you molding what you used to be into present times? Now, and that's very much what's going on. Why they're hating on you. You know how to adapt. They don't know how to adapt. Whoever's hating on you, I mean. They don't know how to adapt. Adaptation is the key to evolving, and not only evolving, but ascending. You need to know how to adapt and overcome adversities. You need to adapt and overcome to your environment. Adapt to your environment. You can't be stubborn. You can be stubborn to certain extents. It depends on what kind of stubbornness it is, though. So, let's see what else. Well, they also, this person has struggles with this devotion. They're not really devoted to anything. They're probably devoted to a certain lifestyle, but and you might be devoted to a certain lifestyle as well. But the thing is that what I'm talking about is that they're kind of more so, and they kind of are looking for that comfort lifestyle. Now I'm very sure everybody is, to a certain extent, is looking for that comfort lifestyle. But the thing is that it wouldn't shock me. But the thing is that when you don't come from a cozy lifestyle, you know how to adapt and you know how to fight spiritually. So you know how to heal, you know you've been through the damage, and you have a lot of intellectual knowledge. This person may too have a lot of intellectual knowledge, but they need a lot of earth healing. They need to do a lot of soul searching here. So whoever it is basically a lost soul. That's not a bad thing. I know some people use that as an insult, but I'm not using it in this context. This person legitimately, whoever's hating on you, feels lost. Mother Earth. Strength. Walk your truth. Transformation. Shadow self. Golden crown. Celebration. Whoever is hating on you, it shouldn't matter, because they see that you're very strong, you're walking your truth. And that's something that they're trying to do, but they may not have the strength yet. I mean, it's like working out. It's like a soul workout. It's like, just because you've done some exercises doesn't mean that you're in full strength. Now, why did I bring that up? It's because when you walk your truth, you're in a further stage of your truth, is where I was going with that. They're just starting to figure out their truth and trying to, like, know how to embrace their truth, knowing how to evolve in all of this, hence transformation. Whoever this is has doesn't know how to transform. They also need to transform their shadow selves. Whoever's hating on you does see. It's not somebody who's exclusively jealous of you. It's just someone who's very, very weak and lost. And that is exactly why they need to be surrounded by strong people. Strong beings. That's why they need to be around people with a lot of status, a lot of money, a lot of security. And it's not the fact that they're insecure, they're comfortably insecure. It's just that they're just at a very weak point in their development. They might be very, very young souls, and so hence why they're not that strong. So they're looking for certain livelihoods to help live their lives, so that way I wouldn't say go as far as to say they don't have to do in the work, but they don't have to put in as much work, because they're at a very early stage in their soul development. And they may not want to acknowledge that. They might come across as a poser. They might come across as, oh yeah, I've known that for X amount of years. Meanwhile, you ask them to practice that, demonstrate to me, and then they don't know how to do it. There are plenty of people in this community who are very, very, very much like that. And I might do a reading on someone who I think is kind of sus, but popular. Spoiler alert. But whoever's hating on you, you should not worry about. Even if they are related, or they're associated with someone who is very, very much celebrated, you should not be intimidated by that. They're intimidated by you because you don't need that, and they do. They know how strong you are. They want to see themselves as this. They're just a young soul. They might come across as like, oh, why are you much like this? Why can't I be like this and this, that, or the other? Why are you seen as this and I'm not? It's because you've gone through multiple incarnations. And they haven't. That's not, and you know what? That's not a bad thing. It's like a little kid saying, I cannot wait to... Do you remember the times when you were a kid, even in high school years, it's like, oh my God, I cannot wait until I'm 18, or I can't wait until I'm 21. Like, you start to be looking forward to being a grown-up, or like have some sort of a development or some sort of like that, or like, oh, I cannot wait to start making this amount of money, or I cannot wait to this. It's like, that's how it is. That's where they are. I can't wait to do this. You're already doing it, and you've been doing this for a long time. Even though they may be in a later stage in life, they are not in the later stages or advanced stages in terms of their soul growth. Now, let's just... I mean, that's nothing that either of you can control. I mean, to a certain extent, you can, but it depends most. And what do I mean by that? It's like, well, it depends on what you're doing in this lifetime to continue that growth. But if you are just sitting on, but if you're sitting around and you're just saying, I used to be this, I used to be that, and you're not building upon that, then I mean, it's just nothing's gonna come out of it. But things are coming out from you, because pile number 2, because you've put in a lot of work, and you should be celebrated for that. You should be continuing to walk your truth. You do wear the golden crown, and they know this. Well, just, it's not a bad thing to be ahead, because the thing is that we do have a lot of people in here who are meant to learn, who are meant to teach, and even to do both. You're at the later stages in your soul development, at least according to these cards, according to your reading. Anyways, enough with the jibber jabber here. I hope you enjoyed that pile number 2. We're going to go on to pile number 3 right now. Pile number 3, how are you? So, who is the hater? Who is hating on you? Who is hating on you? Huh? Well, just know that just because they're hating on you doesn't mean that you need to hate on them back. If anything, it can be kind of humorous when people hate on you, because they make total morons and fools of themselves. But let's freshen up the energies so that way the negativity can basically be abolished here. Inhale and exhale. It's safe here. Three of Wands. Knight of Swords. Speedy situation or Judgment. Huh. Eight of Wands. Speedy news situation. Okay. Arrows of love. The Moon. Deception or delays, emotions or ups and downs. Maybe deceiving yourself emotionally or others. Eight of Pentacles. The Sun, marriage, happiness, and bright prospects. This is whoever's hating on you. This isn't all right. I'm not gonna go as far as to say that they're kind of like jealous, but or whatever. But whoever this is, they're kind of like on a journey. They're on a journey to find their purpose. Or they don't know who they are or what they're supposed to do. And hence why they are just rushing to... And so this person might be very, very eager, might have a lot of energy and a lot of ambition, because they want to discover them, who and what they are before they pass away. And not only that, they want to make sure that what they're doing is accurate. Now the thing is that they kind of so I mean and not only so deception, the moon. So all of this stuff, they just felt like whoever's they feel like that you, I wouldn't say you, but I guess I will. Well, I mean, like they kind of feel, even though this is not your fault, they see how you know your purpose. You see how we have the moon and the sun here, and Eight of Pentacles. They feel very discouraged. Whoever this is, they feel discouraged that you know what and who you're supposed to be, and it might be like the fact that you've been at a certain career for a long time, or you know your purpose, and you you've been banking on your purpose, and this person might be just like not banking on your purpose, but like making money off of your purpose. And this person is like, since they're basically on this journey, and this like very urgent journey to, especially speedy news, so they're in a rush. They are so determined to accomplish something. I'm not gonna say is that they're not accomplished, but they want to, but they don't feel accomplished. I mean, there are even people who have accomplished a lot, but they still don't think that they're accomplished. So they feel, which means that they have a lot of humility and they're humbled. But the thing is that this is someone who is trying to work their butts off to be happy. This is, I'm not going to go as far as to say this is a miserable person, but this is someone who does realize, not just realize, but they just are scared of never knowing what their purpose is. This is someone who doesn't feel complete. Am I saying that you complete them? But no. But I'm going to go as far as to say that you come across as that you might be complete, or you might be well off, even if you're not. You carry yourself in a very happy way more often than not, and they're just, and you might, and also you might be into you might have a family, maybe not, or you might be living with a family. You might have a lot of support, and this person might not have a lot of support. This person might not have a career just yet. This person might, just like whatever, like they're hating on you because they see that you're very or they see you as very prosperous and very advanced in your life. Even if you're not, that's just how they perceive you. You have some, but the thing is that you have been working really, really, really hard to get to where you are right now. I'm not saying that they are lazy or whatever, but I'm gonna say is that they don't even know how far or what their journey is. They're still discovering things, but also they may or may not want to be working on that. That's all up to them. You've decided to work on yourself and your livelihood. They're just on that journey right now, and yeah. Seiza Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconscious into light. Okay, seeing potential. Soul memories, gifts, you've done this before. The golden child, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Starbathing, light bodies, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. You'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Okay, so they see they're hating on you because there seems to be a bit of at least on your behalf, there's some consistency. And also they see that you know how to adapt to misfortunes. Doors are opening for you. You have a lot of doors opened already, and they just feel like how should I say this? That they're just not good enough, or something like, I wouldn't say it or something like that, but just no matter what they do, it just doesn't work, and they see that a lot of things are working out for you, and a lot of things are panning out for you. So whoever is hating on you has potential. They have this great potential in them, or they might have had that potential. Or we can put it to you and say they see your potential and they're threatened by that. And you know, they see how doors are opening for you. But again, I'm more so leaning towards consistency. A lot of these people are not they're at a time in their life where things are just like going in and out, and they just have to rediscover and just adapt to their environment. And they may not be very good at adaptation. They may not. But the thing is that even though that things are may not be going well for them, doors are opening for you, and you'll survive this. They do see that you go through a lot of struggles and you try to go above and beyond because this is what you're doing. Your hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. You're always trying to look to improve in all. I'm not saying that they are not looking to improve. Of course they are. But the thing is that you're further in your journey than they are. And they might be asking or wanting you to help them out, which that could be, but this person just seems very, very discouraged. Grounding. Key of light. Divine grace, law of efficiency. Initiation by air. Master healing. Seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. Paradigm shift. Ah, that's what it is. There's a huge paradigm shift going in your favor. This person probably used to have a sense of purpose and probably was very, very grounded, or they might have seen themselves as this. Now you come along and you basically help them, maybe not help them, but you make them question if all of their work and all of their visions were real or even worth working towards. They absolutely were, but they didn't pay off as well as it did for you, because you didn't let anything stop you. This person, I might have felt discouraged, most likely felt discouraged because they were just like way behind in their journey. And there's some people who will give up, who are young souls or who are in their journey, and then they're saying, you know what, whatever. Then they throw in the towel and they don't go as far as where you went. You just went for it because you're grounded. You are a key of light, and this person needs a lot of earth healing. So all of this, when they're wanting a paradigm shift, not out of jealousy or whatever, but it's just that they want the fact, they want what you have, which is, they want to be where you are in terms of your spiritual, and even some aspects like your aura. But the thing is that that's very, very hard to do and very hard to find. It's like, well, you know, are you willing to put in that effort? Because it's not pleasant. In order to get to where you are, pile number 3, you had to go through a lot of crud. You had to go through a lot of muck and just awful, you know, a road of hot coals, basically. It was awful for you to go through, but you just had to push through the pain, and you grew. You grew and grew and grew, but this person is scared of pain. They want the paradigm shift, but do you know what? It's, they need to put in the work. And they don't want to accept that. Let go. Patience. Hope. New chapter. New worlds within worlds. Balance. And integrity. This person, whoever this is what you need to do. You just need to let it go. There are always going to be people who hate on you for the most vapid, ridiculous reason ever. Even some of the most petty and even most juvenile reasons. The thing is that this person, whoever's hating on you, this is the thing that they don't have, but you do, is patience. Now, you may have not have had patience before. I'm not going to go as far as to say you were always patient, but I mean, you've learned how to be patient, because when you started being patient, you started realizing that a lot of things ended up unfolding, and hope in a new chapter. The person, whoever's hating on you, is looking for just that. They feel hopeless. They want a new chapter. They want to be in that realm where you are, but sometimes they just need to be they just need to go through their journey. And sometimes not everybody's journey is always fluent, okay? It's not always pleasant, it's not always nice. Sometimes people people have to struggle a lot to get to where they are. And I'm saying that you went through this already. Whoever's hating on you has not gone through what you've gone through just yet. They just see the aftermath of it. They just see the result, not the process. And they don't want to live the process because the process is painful. But they want, they want this new chapter. They want hope. And they hope to get there, but they're going to need to look within themselves a lot more. They need to start finding balance within themselves, within their aura, and not their ego. They need to have they need to end up having a lot more integrity to them. You do have a lot of integrity. You do have a lot of strength. They don't. They don't have the willpower that you do. well, it's going to need to take a lot, I mean a lot of willpower to get to where you are. Well, that's nothing that either of you can control. That's more karmic and also soul growth wise, or soul growth related. Well, just, yeah, that's unfortunate, but yeah, not your problem. You shouldn't worry about it, okay? You can offer your guidance, but if they don't want it and want to stay put, then whatever. That's just their journey. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed that reading. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my Patreon and to my YouTube channel to make sure that you catch every Friday. I go live to do live readings. Make sure you do all of that so the echoes expand.